All right, so imagine this. You're sending in your files to a music licensing company that you just landed a deal with. There are 50 other producers behind you waiting for that spot. So every email that you're sending, every second of audio that you're delivering has to be on point. If you want to make sure that you're making the most of your opportunities, making sure nobody else gets your spot, keep watching. All right, so congratulations, right? You have a deal with a music licensing company. That's amazing. You've worked hard to get here, but the easy mistake to do next is take it for granted and to haphazardly give them your deliverables. They may love your music, but if you're giving them the deliverables in a way that they can't use it, or they're asking for reworks, re-edits, and all that kind of stuff, you're just starting the relationship off on the wrong foot. You want to set the right impression. Like I mentioned before, there's a lineup of 50 other producers that are waiting to get your spot. So how do you do this, right? Number one, they're going to send you an email and it's going to have very detailed instructions. Make sure you read it in its entirety. Read the entire thing. Start with one track and do your very best to follow every single piece of the instructions. What do those instructions look like? So there's naming conventions for files, right? They may ask you to organize the folders in a certain way. They may ask you to leave 3 dB or 2 dB or 6 dB headroom in the track so they can master it. They may ask for 30, 60, 15, 8-second snippets of your song. Now, when you create those, pay very close attention to the instructions. And when they say 30 seconds, they mean 30 seconds exactly. So, you may think 31, 32, who cares? They mean 30. That's the way music supervisors need them, because they have very specific time codes and requirements when they're putting pieces of music together for television shows and things like that. So the seconds do matter. And it doesn't count like if you're creating a 30-second piece and the last, 8 seconds of it is just the bump and then like a long tail of reverb, right? They're probably going to want you to put that bump closer to the end and maybe have a little bit less of a tail, because when a music supervisor is using that piece of music, they want that bump to end and then go to commercial, right? So pay attention to those instructions, and keep your sting ending short. Like I said, 1 to 2 seconds tops. Okay, this is the secret sauce. So sometimes you might make a mistake, right? It's the first time you're working with this music licensing company. They may have 100 specifications. Just make sure that if you're making a mistake, you're making one, right? Get those 99 right. So if you do make one mistake, it's not that big of a deal. I worked with one music library where they had me send in 2 tracks to begin with. And when I sent them in, what I didn't realize is they wanted the naming conventions of the stems to directly line up with the instrumentation that you put into the spreadsheet. Just didn't realize it. I didn't read that in the instructions, so I wasn't sure, right? But that was one mistake that I made. I got a correction back, so the following 8 tracks that I submitted, they all lined up. So own your mistakes. Be polite. Be professional. Be timely is another thing. So get your deliverables in as soon as you can, right? They don't want to be waiting for a week or two. Even if there's no deadline, show them that you're somebody that can give them what they need in a timely fashion. If you can do it in, a day or two, that would even be best. That way they know if they have an upcoming need from a client and they really like your production, you're going to be that go-to person. And if you can deliver quickly with high quality to the specifications and everything else, they're going to pick you again and again. So even if you have no deadline for your initial, interaction with them, with the initial giving them the deliverables, do it fast, right? Do it well and do it fast. All right, now it's time to get those synapses crackling. This is the mindset part of the video. All right, you gotta keep in mind you are just starting a relationship with this music library. It's not about this particular deal or this particular set of deliverables. It's about your long-term relationship with them, right? Companies remember producers that make their life easier. So that's how you become a go-to creator, not just a one-time person. So the next time you're about to deliver tracks, remember there are 50 producers right behind you waiting to deliver their tracks, right? Make choices that say, hey, I want to work with this person again. They're fast, they're dependable, they pay attention to detail, and they give us exactly what we need. It's low friction, it's easy for us, right? Be one of those producers, and that's going to help you with the long game. All right, I'm getting ready to drop some gems right here. I'm part of a community called the Sync Producer Hub, where we are killing it in sync. How do we do it? Well, it's run by Anthony Clint Jr. If you've never been in sync licensing before and your music is just sitting on your hard drive and it's not doing anything for you, I suggest you check it out and join. It has courses on how you can get started, how you can get those first 10 sync placements, and we also have a Q&A every week. You can get your music listened to, so you can get some advice on how to format it, mix it, just let you know if it's sync ready, all of that kind of stuff. How you can build your catalog, how you can build your income. So if you're interested in that, just drop the word sync, SYNC, right in the chat, and I will send over a free guide and you can check out more. All right, cool. Let's go to the next one.